look at Indiana's starting group. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. Neesmith out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Rice in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokić, the inside combo. Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Johnson in at the 3. There's always going to be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team, Grant.
Well, it depends on the player, B.A. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point.
And MP recently made a statement that on any given night, he's hyper-focused on beating his primary matchup. Sounds like he's got something to prove.
Well, MP's goal of winning his individual matchups might have actually motivated the opposition because so far it hasn't gone according to plan. He knows he needs to be better in order to stay true to his word and for his team to be successful. He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Denver moving it around. And here's Gordon from the arc. They get the rebound. Yes, it's good.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. With a 9-footer. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
A long swing player, Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Outside Johnson. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Rice. Outside Mathurin. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Denver's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Now here's Mathurin, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. To the inside. And Siakam with the slam.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Murray finds Jokić with the floater. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. Down low. And he dunks it down.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Here's Murray. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Now Johnson from deep. Siakam pulls down the board. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. To the paint. Shoots. Rice's shot is off. And so it's Jokić who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 7-point differential. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season.
And it's good for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
The Nuggets shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Jokić up top. Back to Murray. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
Outside Neesmith. Pass to Siakam. Now Mathurin. This one for 3. Gordon pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Johnson finds Jokić. No good with the triple.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
For three, Matherin. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game.
And it's important Matherin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
Now here's Murray. Last game we saw him with 32 points.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's McConnell. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They're really working the paint now.
Nuggets trail by 12. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. B.A., back to you.
They win by committee. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Rice. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And a chance here to check out some stats for Cam Johnson. And David Adelman wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Then for Indiana, Walker comes in for Nesmith. And it's Shepard in for McConnell. Nuggets trail by 12. Pass to Najee. And here's Brown. Driving to the basket. Kick out to Brown. And again, Denver no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Right here. Outside Walker. Hey, from beyond the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Brown with it. Pass to Holmes. And the 3 off target. Here's Shepard. So nice passing by Indiana here. He buries it from 3.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Inside. Brown passes to Najee. Here's Strother. Holmes down low. Working on Siakam. Outside Brown. Matherin with a steal. The finish! And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Matherin is so tough in transition.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Tyson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Brown. Indiana making a switch here. There's 48. Nuggets. Nikola Jokić is checked in for Najee. Gordon comes in for Tyson. And it's Brown in for Strother. Gordon and Jokić, the inside combo. Bruce Brown is out there with Murray. And it's Brown in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Gordon. 8 points in his last time out. Murray passes to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Wide open. Indiana with a rebound. Rice has got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And the basket is good. Siakam's got 6.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Now here's Nesmith. Pass to Rice. To the middle. Walker passes to McConnell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Walker. Here's Rice. Pass to McConnell. Siakam outside. Unloads. And Indiana again with the bucket.
Born in Cameroon, Pascal Siakam is yet another great NBA player out of Africa.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Murray. Rice grabs the miss.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And during the Nuggets' 2023 title run, Jamal Murray was absolutely incredible, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., you know, they don't even get there without a healthy Murray. He put up 33 a game against the Lakers in the conference finals, repeatedly making tough, contested, clutch shots.
And Denver has possession after the basket by Indiana on the other end.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
McConnell passes to the bulldozer. Now Walker, outside Nesmith. Outside Walker, shoots over Brown. Walker's shot is off.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Murray. Here's Jokić. To stop the drought. Yep, that one's good. Jokić has got 6 points.
Great look for Jokić. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. For the Nuggets, Johnson, he's checked in for Brown, and Tim Hardaway subbed in for Murray. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Outside Nesmith. McConnell with a screen on Brown. There's Nesmith with the 3. Hardaway grabs the board. Denver has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Ball stolen. Siakam looking it over. Gordon with a steal. Pass to Hardaway. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Rice. Now Matherin. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Brown. Shot's good by Matherin. He's got 10.
And you got to be right up on Matherin, especially when he's roaming around the mid-range.
Gordon outside. They get it back. Jokić the screen. Hardaway from outside. Counted from distance. Hardaway's got his first 3 points of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The bulldozer passes to Matherin. They set the pick. Fires it. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Matherin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Indiana, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back to the game after this break.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
And taking a look at the Pacers, the season is still young, but they're wasting no time climbing the rankings, making a statement with their early play. These guys are not messing around.
Yeah, technically, early games are just as important as those down the stretch. They're taking that seriously. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Pacers.
I'll tell you one thing. They're going to keep going inside until the defense proves it can slow them down.
Shaq, why are you crying?
Leave me alone. This is you. Help me with the word, Ernie. This is...
Well, to me, it seems euphoric.
Yeah, that's the word I was thinking, Ernie. Why? Why?
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Matherin.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA, Stan?
Well, look, B.A., skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's play.
And Indiana looking at who they've got on the wings, Nesmith and Matherin. Then there's TJ McConnell. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Rice in at the 5. Now here's Nesmith. Siakam left side. 6 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. Rebounded by Denver. Jokić has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hardaway, the pass to Gordon. Now Jokić. Rice grabs the miss. Rice has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Up top, Siakam, defended by Gordon. They set a pick. Three-pointer, Matherin. Rebounded by Denver.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hardaway finds Murray. Denver moving it around. Now here's Gordon. Jokić in the post. Neesmith covering. And the basket by Jokić. Jokić has got 8 points.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Neesmith passes to McConnell. He gets it in there. He's got 10.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Hey, who's got your ball?
To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Matherin. Here's Rice, defended by Hardaway. McConnell outside, out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On target from range.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And right now, Matherin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Matherin against Jokić. 5 to shoot. Looking to end this cold spell. And Murray with the lay-in. Murray's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Siakam. Uncovered. Another one falls for Indiana.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Gordon outside. The 3 is up. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Siakam for 3. Hardaway grabs the board.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Murray passes to Jokić. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jokić has got 6 points in the quarter. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
A different look for Denver. Brown comes in for Johnson, and it's Brown in for Hardaway. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Walker comes in for Matherin. Shepard, he's checked in for Neesmith. And it's Jones in for McConnell. Now here's Walker. The 11-footer, and there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist by Walker.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
It's Jokić, high post. It's Brown on the wing. And again, Denver with a 3.
The passing ability of Jokić, the way he sees the floor, it's off the charts.
Here's Rice. Pass to Shepard. Shoots over Brown. And it's Shepard missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Jokić finds Murray. Puts the move on. Here's Brown. The three-pointer off the mark.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Rice. And here's Toppin from the arc. Jokić grabs the board. Jokić has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he's going for the oop here. Walker with a steal. Here's the break. Toppin passes to Walker. Toppin, a screen on Murray. Toppin outside. Let's go with a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Toppin's got 10 points. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Indiana.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity?
Now a timeout called by Denver. Najee, he's checked in for Denver. Strawther comes in for Murray. And the Pacers also making a change. Bradley's checked in. Seconds left in the third. Jamal Murray is checked in for the Nuggets. Indiana making a switch here. They've got Bruce Brown. Zeke Najee out there with Nikola Jokić. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now here's Jokić. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Trent, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Here's Walker. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Clock at 6. Pass to Toppin. Here's Rice. Hey, expanding his range. Brown grabs the board.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Here's Murray. Chalk up 2 there. Murray's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Outside Walker. Pass to Shepard. Good. And the Pacers lead by 20.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Toppin. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both.
Denver making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And we've got a timeout from David Adelman, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Gordon finds Murray, and here's Jokić. It's good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game. Pacers leading by 21. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. Here's Rice, covered by Jokić. A nice shot by Rice.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
So it's Denver now. Outside Hardaway. Back to Murray. Denver moving it around. Jokić in the post. And that one hits the back iron. The Pacers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Jokić, the screen. Pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. And here's Gordon from the arc. Pacers with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny. So development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
On offense, here are the Pacers. Big run right now for them, 11-2. Pass to Rice. Back to McConnell. Ooh, stolen by Murray. McConnell with a steal. Now Matherin. McConnell finds Siakam. Now here's Matherin. 4-3. Gordon pulls it in.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Gordon with a screen on Matherin. Johnson for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Rice has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Hardaway on the wing. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. Jokić, he's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Pascal Siakam.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Siakam, the pass to the bulldozer. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Here's Jokić. And that one drops for him.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
The free throw drops for Jokić. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Shepherd. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
Thanks, guys. Double figures in one category, double figures in another, and a win to top it off, MP? What more could you ask for?
just to keep it going. We did a great job working together, working off of one another, staying with the game plan. If we don't get ahead of ourselves, we should see a lot more nights like this one. We're just scratching the surface of our greatness, Jennifer.
I can't wait to see what's next, MP. Thank you.
Oh, man. It's big.
Okay.
It's big.
You promise? Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Jennifer. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports.